You done? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if this is your first time here. So I've been meaning to do this video for a while now and I know I've taken too long, but I've just been settling in and yeah, it's been good. It's been a change. It's been different. I miss China a lot. So now this video, as you can tell from the title, it's about everything you need to know while traveling with your pet. Let's get into it. So the first thing you gotta do is get your pet microchipped and government registered. I got her registered under my name and it's free. So that's there. And the microchip, here's the thing about microchipping. It's not a GPS tracking device. So you don't really have to worry about someone tracking you down and stuff. So when someone scans your pet, they can see the owner's contact information and stuff, and that's how you can get your pet back. But then if you lose your pet, there's no way you can get your pet back because it's not a GPS tracking device. And not everyone has a microchip scanning device, so don't worry, you're not getting tracked at all. So the next thing you have to do is get your pet rabies vaccinated. Now, it has to be within a year of you traveling internationally. I got her vaccinated in December. Damn. I got her vaccinated in December 2023, and that's basically like 6 months before I traveled back to India. That takes around 120 yuan. I'm gonna be giving all the prices as well, along with the process, so that anyone who wants can like prepare money accordingly. Now, I had been looking for agents a year before I started traveling. Like I started not a year before, but basically like 8 months before. In October 2023, I started the process, asking them questions on the process, and also tried to find the cheapest I could find because this is a little expensive. A lot of my seniors also took their pets home. They brought their pets to India, so that worked out pretty well for them. They sent me all the agents' WeChats and all. If y'all want the contacts, add me on WeChat. This is my ID. So the cheapest I could find, they take 2600 yuan for international formalities and stuff, and they take 300 yuan for domestic flights and stuff. In the agent's fees, they're gonna give you a health certificate. No other private pet hospital veterinaries are accepted, so you have to use an agent to get it, or maybe you could do it by yourself. I don't know, but I think it's best to use an agent because they will help you. An entry exit vet health certificate is all you need to exit China. Now, the other thing about the agents is that they're gonna stay in the airport until your flight takes off, so that if there's anything wrong that happens or anything goes south, they're there. So they stay until your flight takes, and they help you with all the paperwork and stuff, as in like at the airport, at the check-in counter, they come with you to the check-in counter, talk to the check-in people. They make it very easy for you. They pack the hard crate, so that takes 20 more yuan, by the way. I had to do it twice because once in Zhengzhou and then once in Shanghai, so that was like 40 yuan off packing the crate. Now for India, it's free. I contacted the Animal Quarantine and Certification Service of India, and they gave me two documents, and that was a form that you basically have to fill. And with it, you have to fill out another health certificate that is given by the government of India. So you need to fill that out, and you have to get an official signature by the vet of the government of China. The problem with my agent was they were giving me private vet signatures on my Indian health certificate, which India kept rejecting, of course. So I got my documents rejected like 3 times. The third is actually your rabies vaccination certificate. Now that also you have to get it from the government of China, which is basically what the agent does for you. And the fourth one is your plane tickets. Just read everything properly in the health certificate. You need to read that very carefully so that if you're vaccinating your pet before 3 months or like beyond 3 months of your travel. Does that make sense? What am I saying? But basically, if you get what I'm saying. So if the pet is vaccinated within 3 months of your travel, then you just need to provide the rabies vaccination certificate. But if it was beyond that, then you need to get a leptospirosis vaccination certificate thing as well. When India approves the import of your pet, they're going to send an NOC, which is a no objection certificate for the import of your pet. You have to pay 20 yuan more for getting the documents. SF Express is what they're going to be sending your documents through, and you need to pay that. I had to pay 150 yuan extra because they airshipped it to me while I was in the airport in Shanghai. I texted them at 4 p.m. or so in the evening saying that I haven't received the official documents, like the hard copy documents. They were like, oh my god, like, why didn't you like tell us before? And I was like, I thought you were supposed to know. I've already given you all my plane tickets and everything. I've given you all my information that you need to know, so you should have planned ahead. But I didn't argue on that. 152 actually. They usually begin the process a month before you travel, so you need to start just a month before you travel or a little within it, because it's fine. It's not going to be too late or anything. Because the entry exit vet health certificate is only valid for 14 days. So it's best if you get it like within 11 days of your travel, I guess. But then for your other documents though, like if you're traveling to India, you need to get your stuff checked. You need to tell them to get it signed way ahead because they want it at least a week before you travel. But hold up, because you also need to submit documents to the airlines that you're going to be traveling in with your pet. Looking for airlines that are pet friendly, that carry pets. Most of the airlines don't allow you to take pets in cabin with you, which is a very sad thing. You need to find airlines that accommodate pets into their cargo. There's a different compartment for your pets where it's temperature and pressure controlled. I use Singapore Air for my international travel and China Southern for my domestic travel. So from Zhengzhou to Shanghai, I used China Southern, which took 875 yuan for the ticket, sorry. And then as soon as I got my ticket, I called them and booked my pet space for them so that they know that I'm bringing a pet and they have their things ready and sorted. That was a very quick procedure because they just ask you the information on phone itself, so that's good. And they speak in English, so there's no worry on it. You can explain everything to them in English. Now for international travel, as I said, I took Singapore Air. That took me 4,870 yuan. They ask you for documents 2 weeks prior to your travel. So they're going to ask you for a health certificate. They're going to ask you for basically every document, rabies vaccination and stuff. If you're traveling through Singapore, they're going to ask you for a transshipment license. Now that's again 50 Singaporean dollars. My layover in Singapore was supposed to be 50 minutes, but I still had to get a transshipment license. However, when I got to Shanghai, the flight was delayed a bit, so that made it like 20 to 30 minutes of layover. They really didn't ask me for the transshipment license, and that was kind of a waste of money. You should still get a transshipment license if you're traveling via Singapore. That process is easy as well. You just go to this website. I'm just gonna like put the link here, and you go to that website, you fill out the form. You need a SingPass app for it. Now they're gonna explain to you how to go about it, so just read through the stuff there. You have to give in at least one of these documents, which is the rabies vaccination document or the health certificate. So now Singapore takes at least 2 working days for your transshipment license, and it's valid for 30 days. You can do it like, I guess, keep a week for, or like 5 days. I had a very tough time with it because it wasn't working, and I got it like at the exact last moment. Basically, I got it when I was in Shanghai airport at midnight. What am I missing? Okay, now about the crates. I bought a hard crate and a soft crate. I bought the soft crate in March 2024. I was traveling in July 2024, by the way. She got very accustomed to the soft crate. It was 80 yuan. I'm gonna put all the images here. The hard crates I got a month before I was traveling to India, so that was 170 yuan, I think. 160 yuan. She did not like the hard crate at all, but yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. I really tried to like keep her in there and basically positively reinforce it. But yeah, I don't know. I even put her treats in there, I put her blanket in there, I put her toy in there. Nothing worked. I feel like I'm forgetting so much because it's like big information. Also, I decided to go to Shanghai a day before my flight. My flight was at 2 the next day from Shanghai to Singapore. I decided to take a night before just in case something happens. And I stayed at the airport throughout the night because super tight on money. There is only one pet friendly hotel in Shanghai. That's the Moonlo Hotel, and it's expensive. It's like 800 and then 200 yuan extra if you're bringing a pet with you, so that's basically 1,000 yuan per night. I ain't got that money right now. I just kept walking her around in the washroom and cleaned it up if she like obviously peed somewhere. She didn't poop the whole time. Shanghai has a lot of people traveling with pets, so they were all walking them like here and there, so I could have just like kept her out. She was on my lap the whole time when we sat around. I forgot to mention some pretty big sums. At the check-in counter for China Southern Airlines, that was from Zhengzhou to Shanghai, I had to pay 598 yuan at the counter for additional baggage weight, which is basically Grace and her crate weight added together. They don't allow pets and their crates into the baggage allowance, so you have to pay extra. It basically goes under additional baggage charges. Now from Shanghai to Kolkata and Singapore Air, I had to pay 2,180 yuan for additional baggage charges, which was basically Grey and her crate. So yeah, those were pretty big sums of money right there. But yeah, that's about it. I think I've covered everything I needed to. If there are any questions, please leave it in the comments below. Also, when you get into your aircraft, make sure to ask your air hostess if the pet has been loaded in. Just keep bothering, because that's your baby. Just pester them, ask them, make sure you tell the air hostess to tell the pilot that there's a pet in the aircraft. My experience as a whole, it was stressful, not gonna lie, it was very stressful, but I don't know why I was so stressed because I emailed the Indian government a million times, and so when I reached Kolkata airport, I was actually out in like 20 minutes. 15-20 minutes. Like I landed, I got through the customs, and yeah, it was just very smooth for me. It was very quick, and they were waiting with the Gray at the baggage claim area, and they said, can I just take a picture of your NOC? And they took a picture of the NOC, and that's about it. That's literally all. And they're like, okay, you can go. And the dude told me that the government had already told the airport about my pet being there. So yeah, he was like, we were already informed earlier, so you can go. Actually, you have all the documents you needed to give. I hope this is helpful to anyone who wants to travel with their pet. I hope you and your pet travel safe and well. Bye bye. I hear the beat, it's in my chest. Wait, hold up, I look like